Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin. You are used to seeing me on here do a card of the day reading, but today I've got to share something a little personal, I suppose. And I started this video at 2:22 in the afternoon because my angel number for today is a 2. And the number 2 basically says, keep going. You're not on your own, but you've got to ask for help. And that's one of the things that I don't do enough of. As many of you probably know, I run a small micro salon. I get paid when people show up. I get paid when they get their hair done. And I am incredibly grateful for that. Much of the content that I produce every day for all of you, I do it for free because I like hearing from you. It makes me feel good to pull a card of the day, and I get so much out of your comments. I feel like if we can just do a little bit for one another to lift the day and lighten the load and have everybody feeling better about themselves, then I've done my job, and that's fine. I think I might have been a bit delusional when I thought that by creating a YouTube channel, I would automatically get the magic number of subscribers that people keep talking about that they need so they can start monetizing the channel. That's really where I was going with it. Create more content, create more content, create more content. And I'm a subscriber of many different folks. I feel like, I'm in this business of creating content. Let me see what other folks are doing. How are they doing it? And they're all doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Well, it's fine. I'm not knocking them, judging them, but I'm also thinking to myself, how does this generate income? How does this generate something for me? It's got to the point where I need to generate some extra income somehow because I am getting into some financial difficulty. I'm certainly paying my bills, and they're certainly on time, and they're certainly moving forward. But in the last little while, I've been relying a little more than I should be on credit cards, just for daily essentials, just to keep things ticking over, to buy a bag of dog food, to get supplies for the salon. And what I'm sharing with you now, which is probably not unlike other folks, my savings, which was good and healthy prior to 2020, are pretty much exhausted. If there were a disaster here or a problem here or something that I came up against, I would not have the resources or the funding to pay for it. The utilization of credit is so much so that it's beginning to lower the credit score. And that got me thinking. It got me thinking, which is why I'm sharing it. I was on the telephone this morning with a gentleman who was running or part of an organization that offers to help folks who have been impacted by natural disasters or what does this piece of paper say? I'll read it to you. Financial relief for affected North Carolina families, of which I'm one. The gentleman ran the numbers, looked at my, obligations, looked at my budget, and basically said, we're going to have to do a debt relief program for you. I immediately felt embarrassed. I immediately felt ashamed. And he was so nice and so kind and so caring that he said, that's why you're calling. You're calling because you need help. And I am, and I did, and we're on our way to getting help. Needless to say, when they say you ask for help, I can ask for help physically, all of the things, but asking for financial help has always meant to me that somehow I am a failure. Somehow I've done something wrong, and somehow I'm not doing what I'm meant to do. And I've shared with some of you personally, it's a bother. It is weighing heavily. And I know I'm not on my own. I see families when I'm at the store buying some groceries. I see people about their business, not really sure how they're going to be able to make it. In the last 12 to 14 months, I've seen my interest on my home go from whatever it was, gone up, the maximum it can go up in 1 year. Raising the monthly obligation to pay for my home for up to, I think it's gone up maybe $150. Last month, my insurance rates went up because of all the claims that are being claimed, because people are going back to work and driving more. There's more claims because supplies cost more, transportation costs more. This is one of these things that feels like a financial tsunami. And while I'm on the phone with this gentleman, I'm listening to all what he's telling me and how many folks he's helping. And he said, I shared with him that, you know, this is an opportunity that creates possibility. I want something that's possible to get some relief, and he offered it to me. Needless to say, I still need some help. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link below here for any of you who feel like this channel is worth some kind of a donation of some sort. It makes me feel a little awkward to even ask it, to even think, wow, should I do this? Should I get paid for doing this? Because I really love doing it. I enjoy doing it. I certainly like doing it. And I won't stop doing it. I don't know why I feel so awkward about even asking someone. Certainly when a person sits in the chair and they, you know, have me do their hair, cut their hair, blow dry it, that's not a problem. I don't know why this is. I'm also up for doing personal readings for folks. Now, not everybody wants a personal reading. Not everyone's going to get a personal reading. Earlier in this year, some of you were generous enough to help me help somebody that needed work done on a car that they were actually living in. That worked out. They did well. We were all good to go. And I'm thankful and grateful I was able to do something like that. For me to ask seems a little awkward or seems a little difficult. So you know, many of you, if I'm in this point where I'm asking, there's a problem. Anyway, thank you for letting me share this very deep and personal situation. I know I'm not on my own. I know many of you are experiencing this. I do believe it's temporary, but while we're all trying to make it work, let's all try to help each other get there. Until the next card of the day, thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for supporting whatever efforts I'm doing. I love you. Bye.